It is the J.R. Joker Show. Actually, tonight's a J.R. Joker Show special. A classic example of an oxymoron. So, pluses and minuses of being old. Let's go right to the minuses. You're alone, and you smell some terrible gas, and you just don't understand why. An example of short-term memory loss. I have a Toyota van. Oh, what'd you think? I had a Lamborghini? The Toyota van has a tachometer. Why? Do I have to know my RPMs when I'm running to the Walgreens to pick up Viagra? No, I don't. I think I've told you all I practice celibacy. Not because I might as well, because I have to anyway, but no. I'm 900 and I'm still okay. So, I'm in love. I want to share that with you. I've fallen deeply in love with the Google Map lady, that sonorous, mellifluous voice. And she's so easy to get along with. She never gives me a problem. I mean, she's there for me day and night. And if I don't want to accept one of her suggestions, she's cool. She just goes with the flow, rolls with the punches, you know. And she's saucy sometimes, you know. Sharp left, you know. And she's just so, I don't know, it's kind of sexy. Veer right, you know. But then I found out she was talking to a lot of other guys. I got jealous, so I broke it off with her. But without her, I feel so lost. I like folk music. I play the banjo. As if you've watched, about a fourth of my things have banjo music in them. And I will continue to play the banjo until someone enacts an intervention. Interesting thing, the way, when you're going to do a folk song, it's almost like this rule where you have to do an introduction to the folk song that's longer than the folk song. It's like a trope, you know. I really don't dig it. I would go to a concert. I want to see one of my favorite folk singers, and they get up there and they're talking and talking and talking. And my kidneys can't take it. I go to the bathroom. I come back, and then the mine collapsed. And this is the song the survivors wrote to commemorate whatever. Or it's a real common thing. You go to a concert, and inevitably they're gonna sing a song by Woody Guthrie. Here, let me get my ukulele. Did you miss me? Well, I figure if too strenuous to get the banjo. This land is your land. This land is my land. From my apartment to the redwood farm. Well, if you know one folk song, that's the one you know. So that's Woody Guthrie. Yeah, I kind of personalized the lyrics, you know, kind of make it more my own. So inevitably, the folk singer will include a Woody Guthrie song in his act and in his performance, and almost inevitably he'll introduce it and now from the pen of Woody Guthrie. It sounds very romantic. Got some real gravitas. But maybe that wasn't the situation, you know. Woody Guthrie is writing it and he goes, "Oh, I'm trying to write the great American folk song, This Land Is Your Land, and damn pen is out of ink. What else I got here? I got nothing. There's no ribbon in the typewriters. Hey, Steve, come on out. Hey, Woody, How you doing? Well, I'm doing okay, Steve, but I'm trying to write the great American folk song, This Land Is Your Land, and I don't have nothing to write it with. Well, Woody, I got this Faber #2 pencil. It's all yours if you want it. Well, thanks a lot there, Steve. You take care now. I'll get it back to you right away. Oh, don't think anything of it. Hold on to it. Keep it. So he wrote This Land Is Your Land with Steve's pencil, but it doesn't make much of an intro. Thank you. Now for my next number from Steve's pencil. It's not sexy. It just doesn't have any gravitas. I don't do a lot of stuff that's in the news. I do my song parodies, which you might have seen about you know who. And so there's this rapper, and he's spewing anti-Semitic crap. And you might have figured out, I might have mentioned that I have a Jewish body. I was raised, born and raised as a Jew. But I mean, I really don't believe we are our bodies. I believe we're the soul within the body. However, I have to discuss it a lot. I was raised in a Jewish home, but we were Reform Jews. I mean, Reform. I mean, really. Our rabbi was Methodist. We were like Reform. I was bar mitzvahed in the 60s. I went to a temple. It was named B'nai Agogo. It was just Reform, So, but still, it's cool to be a member of the tribe. Anti-Semites, people that persecute Jews, are losers. And I don't mean that in a casual sense. I mean it in a literal sense. I mean there are the Philistines, Persians, Babylonians, Romans, Spaniards, the Ottoman Empire, the Soviets, Third Reich. I can go on and on. Anyway, everybody I just named, their light faded. Their torch burned bright for a moment, but they faded. And who survived them all? The Jews. Yeah. Mark Twain said, "What is the secret of their immortality?" There's such influencers just can't be denied. Just off the top of my head, a few influencers. You know that I will name drop in other episodes. I've name dropped. And let's see, there's Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Maimonides, Haym Salomon. Look it up. He financed the Continental Army to beat the British. I don't know, just jump ahead. Karl Marx, not particularly proud of him, but he certainly influenced a hell of a lot of people. Jonas Salk, 90% of Broadway, 90% of Hollywood. Mark Zuckerberg, Bob Dylan. And then I've probably skipped up Freud, Einstein. It's pretty easy to name drop there, So people are envious. People are envious anyway in this material world. I mean, it's like if we're in this universe together, that means you're envious of me and I'm envious of you, because everybody thinks they're God. And what are you doing there trying to get authority and be God? What do you breathe in my air for? I'm God. You can't be God. So on this planet running around with what is it? 600? How many? With 300 billion? 600? What's the population of this planet? 6 billion? 600 billion? I forget. And they all think they're God. We all think we're God. So people are envious of everybody else. And being that the Jews constitute like 1% of the population, they're easy to pick on. Oh, it's their fault. And it just doesn't make any. So anyway, I just proved that anti-Semites are literally losers. So, I mean, like Hitler tried to destroy the Jews, and the outcome was his country ripped in half, and the state of Israel was born. So, loser. There's winners and there's losers. So, and we don't care if Hitler conceded or not. He's a loser. Might also killed himself. So, just remember that. See if you could learn something from the tribe instead of wasting your time hating them as an expression of your envy. So I guess we could call it a night, and I shall see you next time. Where shall I see you? On, where's my sign? Oh yeah, it's under my ukulele. I'll see you on the J.R. Joker Show. Hey, let's play out with music. This land is your land. This land is my land. From my apartment to the New York Island. Oh, he's so silly. Haribo.